You know that? Yeah.
Hello, good Wednesday afternoon. So I'm in the middle of a work week right now. I've had a couple commissions that I need to do. I have, like I mentioned before, oh, Marty's rubbing on me. I just turned the sink on for her so she would get a little sip of water, and she just rubbed on my leg, and she is wet because she was just playing in the sink. Anywho, let me get back on track. So I have a couple, oh, here she comes back. Here she is. Look at this wet kitty. She's purring. All right, so let me get back on track. I have 2 t-shirt commission pieces that I'm working on. One of them is right here, and this is it says Crittercraft on it, and it says Dahlonega, Georgia, because there is a bye, Marty. Somebody that I know is opening up a shop in Dahlonega, Georgia, and she makes like little sewn handmade stuffed critters. And these drawings are based on 2 of her designs. And so she asked me to design a t-shirt for her little shop up in Dahlonega, Georgia that she's working on opening up. So Crittercraft, I'm going to I know she has an Instagram. I'm going to link everything that I can find about her shop, Crittercraft, in Dahlonega, Georgia, in the description below if you're interested. But this block is something I've been working on the past couple weeks. I've designed it and carved it. We've gone back and forth and come to this final design. So I got to print these this week. I also have another t-shirt order that I have to print. So I have a lot of printing to do. And then I have a couple just random orders that came through my website that I need to work on. So this is a work week. But before I do that, one of the things that comes with me doing t-shirt orders is I have to order t-shirts to do it all, to get it all done. So I have a couple boxes of t-shirts that I need to fold and get out of the way so my studio can be clean and clear for me printing these t-shirts. So that is what I'm going to do now. Fold some t-shirts, get everything ready to start printing. I do hope that I'm able to start a couple new little small framed pieces this week, but that's about all I'm going to be able to do. This is like what I said, I call a work week. No, I don't really get to start any fun projects, but I do have to work on a couple things that I've been working on in the past. It's your typical, it's the life of an artist, man. No 2 weeks look the same. And this one, I got to be printing some t-shirts and doing some boring stuff like folding shirts and sending emails and invoicing and all that stuff that you really don't think about when you think about the life of an artist. But that is what this week is for me. I'm halfway through this box of shirts that I need to fold and put away. These yellow shirts right here are the ones that the Crittercraft design is going to be going on to. And I also have these 2 other boxes of shirts that I need to work my way through and fold up and put away. But first, Marty's done with the sink. She's found something under this box. And B has stolen the Sunspot. So I got to turn off the sink for Marty. Marty doesn't want the sink on anymore. You've seen me use this as a backdrop before, but now I've got all the shirts organized, folded, rolled up when I need them to, and then laid out on the table for the ones that I need to print soon. Back here, I've never really discussed this, but I've got all of my t-shirts back here organized into 30 different cubbies. They're all organized by size, color, and like cut when necessary. There isn't a whole lot of that going on though. And then every now and then I've got a random shirt that is left over from like a Noosh Wacky Wednesday. Like in here you can see I got a couple of the tie-dye long sleeve shirts kind of in there by size where I have space for those. But for now, I'm not gonna have enough time to print these today. It's getting late into the afternoon. I might start them tonight, but most likely we're gonna start tomorrow. But what I want to do now is I want to get the little small frame pieces that I was discussing that I want to do. I want to do at least one of those beginning to end in this video for you guys. So I'm going to go get that started. I'm going to go cut some wood and build the frame so I know exactly what size piece of wood I need to put in that frame so I can start working on that. All done cutting the wood, and I was able to cut enough to make 4 small frames. I'm not going to do them all this week, but I'll have them for doing projects later on. So I'm going to strap all these together, glue them all together so I can get working on the small little carving to go in at least one of them this week. Got all the frames made now. And I've got the little pieces of wood that I measured out to fit perfectly into the frames. So now all I have to do is go sketch out one thing to go put onto one of these frames to carve out this week. So initially this week when I was in my mind planning on what I wanted to do, I thought I would make this week Dinosaur Week. But I just had too much to do. As I've already explained, I think I'm going to do that for next week, Dinosaur Week. To kind of get ready for that in my mind, I think I'm going to make this a long-necked dinosaur, or a sauropod, or a apatosaur, a brontosaurus, or something along those lines. And with these full format pieces that I've been doing, I can kind of do a little bit more than what I was able to do with my tiny carvings, because I can put them into a scene, put them into a just a landscape, so to say. I need an eraser because I like the drawing so far, but I don't like where it's placed on it. I'm running out of room for the feet, so I'm gonna erase it and try to start over again. All right, erased. So I'm gonna start a little bit higher up here with a little rectangular head. I wanted it to be like really exaggerated tall head. There we go. I know it feels like it's in the same spot, but I'm just going to make that body smaller rather than making the head and the neck shorter. Get this tail wrapped around here. But yeah, the smaller body I think is going to do it. And these lines that I've drawn around the border, those are where the border of the frame will cover up. So anything in these areas really won't show. I carve them and paint them anyways, just so I don't have to worry about where things are going. And I kind of like the figure to be standing close to the frame. If you hear running in the background, Marty's going nuts tonight. She's just running and scratching everything. But I'm just getting my idea out for this dinosaur. Now we're going to put like the soft part of the neck right here. So, it kind of goes like that. And how do I want, what kind of expression do I want to do? So let me draw some environmental elements to kind of tell the story with this dinosaur first. Like, do I want to put in some clouds? Or, I can kind of do what I did with the T-Rex and kind of bring in another dinosaur from this angle, like he's just kind of peering in. You know what? I like this funny interaction. So there's this dinosaur that's just kind of peeking its head in, visiting, and I think this one's going to be making direct eye contact. And I'll work on the faces in a second. And then this one is going to be looking this way, and he's going to be uninterested, and he's just kind of looking off into the distance there, pretending like he doesn't see him. Yeah, something just silly and goofy like that. I like to add little elements of storytelling into my work that aren't super what's the word? That aren't super specific, and you can kind of make up your own story in your head of what's going on. And so just like little awkward interactions. I think that's the best way to describe it. Just a little awkward interaction. So this one has got to be happy. I think I want to round these off a little bit more. Right? Little bumps, little nodules. I don't know. Maybe not. Do I like how that looks? Well, on this one, it would be on this side, and it would get smaller, and then it would work its way over here. I don't like those. I'm not going to do those. I'm going to go for the stripes. And this is how I kind of plan out these drawings. A little rounder, but not as round as I had it before. It's going to be like the excited older sibling. Don't play. Or it could be like a crush. Get that out of there. Yeah, and then this will be like this. Because it's but it twists as it comes down this way. So that is going to start here and go up like that. So that, it kind of twists around, but that's not 100% there. It's like a twist in the neck. So maybe this line isn't so straight. So this neck is going to go straight and then curve around. Yeah, but then it's too close. I'm thinking of it as like a flat ribbon right now. Maybe it's like that. No, don't really like that either. I think that's how it goes. Just a little bit like that, and then in this range, this is going to start to switch to this way. Actually, it might always go that way. Make this a little bit bigger. And there we go. And now, based on that little sketch, I'm just going to use my Sharpie to draw in and solidify everything, and then I can start carving. So basically with these, I'm drawing them 3 times. I'm drawing them with the sketch form, I'm drawing them with the Sharpie, and then I'm also drawing them when I carve them, because I make decisions when I carve them about what stays and what goes and what changes and what stays the same. So here we go. Let's draw this out. All right, now that I'm done with that tiny little carving, the two little long neck dinosaurs, my long printing day is finally here. I've got some paper on the press that I'm going to use to print the Critter Craft, I forgot the name real quick, the Critter Craft piece on real quick, and then I'm going to start printing some t-shirts. All right, 3 shirts down, 27 more to go. I'm gonna turn off the camera now, work on these next 27 shirts, and then come back when I'm done with those. But yeah, they look good. I'm actually really happy with how they look. They're pretty fun shirts, I think. It's the next day. It's Friday. I've got all of the shirts printed. I had a lot to print yesterday. It took pretty much all day long for me to do all that. And to relax last night, I had someone request that I do another little robot piece. So I carved another small little robot just as I was hanging out late at night. Just doing a little carving. So I did that one, and I'm going to add that to this to paint today. So I've got these 2 small little carvings to paint today. So let's go ahead and go get those done. As we catch up with the daily fight for the Sunspot. B, did you give up? You give up on getting the Sunspot? You gonna let Marty have it? I doubt it. I think you're gonna go fight for that Sunspot soon, right? Are you gonna go get that Sunspot? Marty doesn't want it anymore. She's leaving. Oh, now there's an empty Sunspot. You can have it. And as always, the Sunspot goes to B. All right, the painting's done. I think I actually really enjoy the colors that are going on in the dinosaur piece. I've been having fun mixing, and these colors aren't great there. You saw them better when I had the video on. Boop, video's back. But I like the colors. I've had a lot of fun. I've mixed the pink for the first dinosaur into most of the colors on here to keep things pretty consistent. But they look good. They look good. Anyways, it's time to ink these ones, and then this video will be over. And that's all she wrote. The week's over. It is Friday. I finished these 2 little inkings. The robot, the dinosaurs. They are all done. All right. Finished. See, look, there they are. So tiny. So a pretty good week. I printed a lot of t-shirts, and I made these 2 little carvings. Next week, I think I'm all caught up on commissions, and I can do something for myself. And I think I want to do, I know I mentioned earlier in the week, a dinosaur week. So I think I need to do a new t-shirt design. So I think that's what I'm going to work on next week. I know, Alistar, you mentioned to do an isopod this week. Why are you making things so hard on me? Maybe I'll sketch something out. I don't know. We'll see. That seems like a fun one. I know also the anglerfish too. You mentioned a couple videos back. That one, I've done a couple anglerfish pieces in the past. It's not a bad idea. I might do something like that in the future, but maybe not next week. I got dinosaurs on the mind, so I think that's where I'm going. That's the direction I'm going in next week. Want to do a new t-shirt block. So, but yeah, good week this week. got some t-shirts printed, got these two little guys done. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for hanging out with me this week. And I'll see y'all next week. Thanks. Bye.